Remember college? 5-hour lunch. You got me through there. And now, we'll get you through. Rediscover 5-hour lunch. That's what we do.
Quicksilver. Who wants that in pretty much everywhere? And it needs no sweet, super sweet cake.
Should you be drinking it?
It's okay. It's a busy woman. We don't have to buy this stuff today. We just want to know which good idea we're going to last year.
Introducing the next generation to Juniper from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Welcome back to the Backlash Kickoff Time. It is a stacked premium live event that will feature this six-man tag team match as the Usos and Solo Sikoa continue to deal with their problems.
There is a coronation this morning. They just ran at Churchill Downs. But now, coming up next, we'll have WWE Backlash. And these are, in fact, my live watch-along reactions, audio only this evening. But thank you for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Coin Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Backlash. Chat questions and comments, super chats, super stickers, super likes, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated, as this video is powered by Rogue Energy. Be sure to get your favorite energy and hydration flavors in can or tub form, shakers, and Rogue merch at the link in the description below. And be sure to use the code LUKE, that's LUKE 123, LUKE 123 for 10% off. Link in the description below. So WWE Backlash, after WrestleMania goes Hollywood, the Backlash begins. Of course, tonight's show is the first pay-per-view premium live event since the show of shows a month ago. And in the meantime, we're coming off the 2023 WWE Draft, I might add as well, that just wrapped up this past week on Raw after it began last week on SmackDown. So with all that being said, those rosters don't take effect till Monday as the Backlash kickoff pre-show will wrap up here. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Got 7 matches on the card tonight. But of those 7 matches, half of them honestly are pointless, especially the 2 women's championship matches. Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega. Both champions are going to retain, but both champions are now, after the draft, not even on the respective brand that they hold the title for. Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Champion, is now on Friday Night SmackDown. Rhea Ripley, same goes for her as SmackDown Women's Champion. She's now on Monday Night Raw. So they're going to have to do some, sort of switcheroo there. I said this past week, I think it makes sense before the matches began tonight at Backlash. Just, hey, this is now for the, whether it be Raw Women's Championship, SmackDown Women's Championship. Basically the Raw Women's Championship match needs to be for the SmackDown Women's title. And then the SmackDown Women's Championship match needs to be for the Raw Women's title. But they'll probably just have some sort of exchange, because I doubt they would, strip either of them of gold. Hopefully they don't unify them because right now it doesn't make any sense. I think they teased a little bit of splitting the tag team titles with the undisputed tag team champs and Sami KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, holding both the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles. They're on Monday Night Raw, and then Owens just had that look like, why do I have this, SmackDown tag team title since we're on Raw now? But they're confusing us. They're making us more interested. They're keeping us on the edge of our seat. They're making us want to watch more. It's storytelling, folks. We got to watch to know what the hell is going on. They're going to do what they want. At the end of the day, it's their company. Or, as I should mention, Endeavor's company now. But following the sale, the merger with UFC, Endeavor under one entity, or one company, excuse me, both the UFC and WWE are two separate entities under Endeavor, and they're, going to mind their own business and do their thing. As in the meantime, WWE Backlash, we got a UFC pay-per-view event tonight, I might add, too. There's a lot going on in sports this first Saturday in May. But of the 7 matches tonight, as they go over the card, like I said, both women's titles matches honestly are pointless. The Rollins-Omos match just was thrown together for the hell of it. But as we have Backlash tonight, we have Night of Champions at the end of the month. And then they'll be off in June before July 1st rolls around for the next pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, and then the biggest part of the summer. Summer's only a month from then. And they're, in the meantime, going to have a World Heavyweight Championship tournament for the newly redesigned, reintroduced Big Gold, if you will, that they announced, as I said this past week during the draft, because they had stated Raw exclusive title, but then they're going to have a tournament on both Raw and SmackDown and have a couple triple threat matches, and then whoever wins those, what would it be, 6 total matches, would then face off lucky number 7 at Night of Champions, Raw versus SmackDown, if you will, battle for brand supremacy, to determine the new World Heavyweight Champion. So tonight, with all that being said, of course we're going to watch Backlash. We're going to recap the WWE draft. We're going to give some insight on what I think will happen from now until then, who I think will in fact be in this World Heavyweight Championship tournament, and who very well could win it 3 weeks from now, the 27th. So 7 matches tonight, 2 women's championship matches that are pointless. Austin Theory's defending his United States Championship in triple threat against 2 Big B's and Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. As mentioned, Rollins and Omos. Omos, a free agent, among a few others. After the draft, Rollins a favorite to potentially win the new world title. This also could be a ploy to get a resident in Puerto Rico involved in tonight's show, and Logan Paul. They've done don't want to say it, but they have done a job with Omos with booking, putting them in a good spot, just getting them over more, even though it's, still not going anywhere. But then also tonight you have a 6-man tag team match dating back to WrestleMania, even hell before then, with the Bloodline story with the Honorary Ruse, and then Sami Zayn realigning himself with his best friend Kevin Owens. So with the Bloodline and with Roman Reigns, he returns next week on SmackDown for the first time since the Raw after Mania. It'll be the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, along with Sosko of Bloodline. They're all on SmackDown with Reigns, I might add, following the draft too. Up against Sami KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and then the returning Matt Riddle, who, I mean, this is really Raw versus SmackDown, you know, as he was also drafted to Raw, I might add. Still waiting for Orton to come back so they can finish off the RK Bro stuff, if they ever will. But then the two main matches tonight, as now WWE's billing it as a double co-main event with Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, and then a one-time host of Backlash, turned now competitor in the San Juan Street Fight. It'll be Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, but truly for the main event, only one match can go on last. So we'll see what's going to kick off the show, what's going to be in the middle, and then who's going on last. I mean, still hoping for a good show. I just have a feeling, I mean, the crowd, yeah, is definitely going to be in it. I mean, hell, last night on SmackDown, they were jacked up, to say the least. But that's what I was saying. Good half the card, it's like, what the hell? Might be sleeping about an hour or so, to say the least. Unless, you know, the show starts off with a bang and then it just one after another. Because WrestleMania was good. I mean, as always, for any show, it could have been better. Had the Raw and SmackDowns after Mania. You know, the draft recently. And now here we are for Backlash. But it seems like they're just going to try to get through the night as best they can. Because then these newly drafted rosters for Raw and SmackDown, even NXT for that matter too, don't take effect until this Monday night. And then they'll have 4 Night of Champions, like I said, that tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship. 2 triple threat matches on Raw and SmackDown. And then Triple H stated later in the night, which very well could then also mean the next week if they change their mind, just to play it out some more. Because really, they should really make us wait to see who's going to be in that final. Like, not until, like, the Raw or SmackDown right before, like, the go-home week, 4 Night Champions. Don't give us, you know, 2 triple threat matches in one night, and then the main event with the 2 winners, as they had stated. That's what they're going to do. We'll see if that's officially what they do or not. Because then, you got 2 weeks to build towards it, but what the hell is he going to do in the meantime from now until Night of Champions? Like, play this out a little bit. It's 8 o'clock. What the hell? So they're still previewing. Maybe the WWE Network on Peacock's a little slow this evening. I don't know. Just knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't give me any trouble. But they're going to take us to San Juan, Puerto Rico. First WWE event on the island since 2005. There's a shot of the Atlantic Ocean with the sandy beaches. This Backlash is next. So thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure once again to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So says the WWE Network on Peacock. And here we go. There's the warning. And now we'll have the then, now, forever, together WWE opening video package for tonight's event. So, once again, just as always, thanks for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Red subscribe button, notification bell next to it, live right here on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button if you're ready for WWE Backlash. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Backlash as well. Chat, questions, and comments. Super chat, super stickers, super likes, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. So, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, a double co-main event, they say, but truly only one will go on last. They're going to have the opening video package in Spanish, which I don't speak, but then as Bad Bunny's hosting, all of a sudden in San Juan Street Fight, they got some subtitles to help us out. So, I mean, yeah, tonight's event for sure going to draw a lot of eyeballs just because of him. Might have a Kardashian family member in attendance, I might add, tonight too. I know we're not getting Bad Bunny versus Kanye one-on-one. That's long gone. If they really wanted to do that, I mean, shit. They've had the past how many years to do so? Because Bad Bunny's been in the company before. It's been a couple years. He did show out, and he, does bring attention, which is good publicity for the company. Bad publicity is good publicity, but he is one of the, biggest names in music right now. Yeah, as this all started at WrestleMania, and then he got beat up, came back, told Priest he's gonna kick his ass, and then made a few appearances here and there, but the Judgment Day, for the most part, done a bulk of the work, if you will. But then that all cancels itself out when, someone like him's never show up. So. And now, WWE Backlash. Pyro. All the same stuff they had last night in SmackDown. The old school entrance coming out of the corner. And the same fucking video with the drone from last night too. Hashtag WWE Backlash. So Michael Cole, congrats to Corey Graves and Carmella. We'll have him and Bad News Wade Barrett on commentary. He was on the beach with some ass earlier. Yeah, first WWE show in Puerto Rico since 2005. This is WWE Backlash. What's kicking off the show? Well, they're going to go to commentary. Well, there is Corey Graves. He did make the trip. All right. A double main event, but truly only one match can go on last. It's not like they're having a fucking War Games match and have one match here and one match there going on at the same time. No, only one's going to go on last. So you can book it as you wish, but from one announce table to the Spanish commentating team, their table is going to get broken by the end of the night. I would have to think in that San Juan Street Fight with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest that Bad Bunny is going to win. And now Bianca Belair is on her own because she's trash. And Bianca Belair, Io Sky, both on SmackDown, but they're fighting for the Raw Women's Championship. I know it's right after the WWE draft, but that makes a lot of sense. Wink, wink, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't fucking think so. So they'll figure it out, but they'll get the crowd pumped up with this matchup. We'll probably then go to either Rollins, Omos, or that triple threat for the U.S. title. You'll have Rhea and Zelina somewhere in there too. And then I have to think your last three matches, that six-man tag, and then the double co-main event. But truly, once again, only one match can go on last. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. I'm sure they'll have us talking about something after the show. They always do. Just, matter of fact, what. Or a matter of what. So, yeah, like I said tonight, we'll watch Backlash here. See how it goes. in the comments below what match you're most excited for. And also your predictions. Start here with Bianca and Io, and then go from there. As mentioned, we still have Rhea and Zelina, Theory, Lashley, and Reed, along with Rollins and Omos, and then the six-man tag with the Bloodline, and Sammy KO, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, and Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. And then we'll recap the WWE Draft, and then by the end of the show, we'll see who's going to be in a good spot. As we'll gear up then 3 weeks from now for Night of Champions. Who's potentially going to be in this World Heavyweight Championship tournament, and who very well could win the newly reintroduced, redesigned Big Gold rather than, just a Big Gold Championship title belt. Has WWE's look to it with 3 WWE logos on each side and front and center. But got some intros. Samantha Irvin, they also switched up the ring announcers. She's going to be going to Raw. Mike Rome with his white hair going to go to SmackDown. They like to keep couples together. So, with the WWE Draft, we'll begin round 1, pick one, as this match will begin here. Eventually, yes. Matter of when. But it's not now. That's clear as day. I mean, I've said recently, too, I don't even think he needs to win Money in the Bank. We'll get more into that later. Because he doesn't need to. The story is already there, he just needs to finish it. But it's storytelling, folks. That's the thing. You can't just... There's a difference between wanting, needing, and then what you get. Alright? It's life. Like, of all the things to fucking bitch about, I mean, come on now. Bell rings, match underway. Bianca Belair, Io Sky. 1-on-1. Both women on SmackDown, but they're fighting for the Raw Women's Championship. Once again, makes total sense. Total sense. Ha ha ha. No, but, yeah, we'll get more into that later. I mean, I think everybody's happy, but they're still bitching about it. At least reintroduce a newer and older title and, sort of a mix of both, because it looks different. Rather than splitting, because Reigns is nearing 1,000 days and, hasn't lost almost 3 years. Doesn't seem like he's going to be losing anytime soon either, so you might as well just have him go on a 10-year stretch of whatever the hell they, put in front of him. But these draft results, speaking of Roman Reigns, he's on SmackDown. And then Cody's on Raw. But then the new world title, yeah, it's exclusive to Raw, but they're going to have Raw and SmackDown superstars compete for it. Which I get they, got to do something, but when you have, numbers pretty even now across the board, they did do a pretty good job of splitting everything up. It just, at the end of the day, it gives them another reason to watch, but still, it's like, come on now. But yeah, alright. We'll see how this match goes. Bianca's going to retain anyway. She'll be the Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown. And then Rhea's going to retain later against Zelina. And she's going to be the SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw. And then they'll have to figure something out from there. So I said, I think what it made sense, before these matches started, like, hey, even though Bianca's Raw Women's Champion, Rhea's SmackDown Women's Champion, their respective match is done for the other title, basically. But Just don't unify them, whatever you do. Because then it's like, what's the point? Because they put themselves in a corner that they're just now getting out of. What? A little over a year ago. So, and I get that situation, but still, it's like, at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want. But yeah, here's your draft results now. All the Bloodline is going to be on SmackDown. At first, it looked like, okay, maybe the Usos are going to go on Raw. But, because they had half the draft on SmackDown last week, half the draft on Raw this past week. So yeah, all the Bloodline is going to be on SmackDown. Cody's on Raw. So we'll see, moving forward, his road to finishing the story in due time. That's what I said to you just a second ago. It's just a matter of when. And even if he does or doesn't beat whoever for whatever title it is specifically, like if it's for the World Championship, okay, there's that. But if he's beating Roman Reigns, I've been saying this, he just needs to beat Reigns for the WWE title. Keep Reigns holding the Universal title. And then you got 3 champions, which that might be a little too much, but then they might, I don't know, try to combine something else. They got a lot of time to fill and a lot of time to kill. They're on 52 weeks a year, twice a week, sometimes 3. And that's for, total of 5 hours, maybe 8 to 10 with a pay-per-view on the weekend. So EO chant from the crowd, seemingly behind her, and rightfully so. I don't get why people like Bianca Belair. She's nothing special. No offense, she's not though. She was on Raw, but then now she's on SmackDown, so the Street Profits also follow. Speaking of keeping couples together, there you go. Becky's on Raw, so Rollins will be on Raw, I might add as well. So Sam Smith, Irvin, switching up. Because they didn't switch up the announcers. They switched up the ring announcers, though. And with Ricochet on Raw, that's why Samantha Irvin's going to Red Brand, might add. 2, Imperium with Gunther, Luke Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci. The mid-card titles are also switching hands. This thing, there's no Intercontinental Championship match tonight, but there's a United States Championship match tonight. Austin Theory defending a triple threat against Bobby Lashley, who's on SmackDown with him now too. But then Bronson Reed's on Raw. So if you don't want to switch them back right away, you'd have to have somebody beat Gunther, say from SmackDown, to keep the Intercontinental title on SmackDown, which they're not going to do, because then either Austin Theory or Bobby Lashley's winning the United States Championship tonight, and Bronson Reed's going to be on Raw. But then Reed's also potential, good first challenger for Gunther in the IC title. We'll go through the whole set of draft picks here, and yeah, Michael Cole announcing take effect this week, coming up on Raw and SmackDown officially. But then, yeah, they're saying, talk about, okay, who's going to vie for this World Championship? Well, who's also going to vie for the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team titles, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I thought they did a good job switching everything up. It was his first draft in a year and a half. Was at the last one. Be sure to check out those videos. Go check out recent videos. Keep an eye out for new videos. Thanks for tuning in right now. Audio only tonight, but WWE Backlash live watch along reactions. There's a replay as Bianca hits EO with a backbreaker. So, Raw Women's Championship on the line with 2 SmackDown superstars. Once again, makes total sense. But Edge going from Raw to SmackDown. He would be one to go from Raw to SmackDown back to Raw and win the world title. You know, if this is in fact going to be his final run with the company in the next 3 months. Matt Riddle stays on Raw. Bobby Lashley goes from Raw to SmackDown. He's probably going to be facing Reigns in 3 weeks at Night of Champions. We'll see, though. Drew McIntyre from SmackDown to Raw, but him and WWE management reportedly at odds. So, see what happens moving forward there. Too Sweet, AJ Styles and the Club are back. They'll be on SmackDown. Miz stays on Raw. Of course, you have Miz and Mrs. on the USA Network, I might add, too. And the crowd, since they're in Puerto Rico, the main language is Spanish, as they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10, maybe 20. Wherever they stop, they're counting in Spanish. So, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. That's about as far as I know. Bianca with a one-armed press and then throws Io right on her fucking head. Jesus Christ. That's got to do it. Well, yeah, maybe, because she might have broke her fucking neck. 1, 2, kick out after the moonsault off the ropes. Show a replay of that. Show a replay of her slamming her right on her fucking head. Yeah, here you go. Well, more like face first, but still. Good God. Io Sky part of Damage Control. Her, along with Dakota Kai and then the group's leader and Bayley. After they all returned last year at SummerSlam, they'll be on SmackDown. As will Bianca Belair. Nakamura's on Raw for the first time. And then we had a couple NXT call-ups. As the NXT Women's Division has been wiped clean of its champions. Indy Hartwell, no longer the NXT Women's Champion, and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, no longer the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Indy on Raw, the tag team of Fire and Dawn on SmackDown. Io back to her feet. There's a drop kick off the ropes. Kip's up, in control. Going to show some more replays here. So Kevin Dunn's hard at work tonight. Replay every 3 seconds. Looks like she's going to do some sort of flip off the top rope, but Bianca comes from behind and knocks her down into the ring. So Bianca now with her fake ass hair, gonna moonsault, but well, all right. They say 450. I guess you got another one in. Io gets a crossface that's about half-ass locked in. Bianca's getting out of it. Gonna pick her up. Power bomber. Yeah. But then, in the meantime, Io sort of reversed it, and down goes Bianca's to cover 1, 2, and then a kick out. The rest of your draft picks that were in the draft poll from last week on Friday Night SmackDown during night 1 of the draft, they weren't drafted on TV. They did it on social media the next day, a week ago. Paul Crews back up for what it's worth on the main roster. He'll be on Raw. Candice LeRae going to stay on Raw. Chelsea and Sonya on Raw might as well. Dexter Lumis, along with Candice LeRae, who I just mentioned, along with, as well, her husband, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and then Indy Hartwell get called up. They're all going to be on Raw. Very well could be in short fashion to getting the wave back together. Io sends Bianca ringside, so I mean they're giving this time. I mean you got 7 matches for a 3.5 hour show probably. You know, yeah, I'd hope along with all the entrances and you know your video packages you're gonna run and a couple commercial breaks they'll have. Yeah, each match should be at least 10-15 minutes, and then the 2 main event matches, especially the street fight, you know, give that like 20, maybe 25. Even though Damian Priest is going to do the bulk of the work there. Io going to go up top. Going to try to do what she was going to try to do a couple minutes ago, but Bianca pushed her down. Yeah, Moonsault taking out Bianca ringside, but to win the title, she's got to get her back in the ring and pin her or submit her. Can't win via count out because she's not the champ. Holy shit chant from the crowd. Hit Row's going to stay on SmackDown for what it's worth as well. JD McDonough, Jordan Devlin coming up to Raw. Lacey Evans on SmackDown. Maximum Male Models, along with Maxine Dupree's Hunk, Otis, along with the Alpha Academy, with Chad Gable, they'll be on Raw as well. Natalya going to be on Raw, as are the Viking Raiders, and then Zoe Stark. And now here's everything that happened this past week on Raw with the WWE Draft. The SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley to Monday Night Raw. Austin Theory to Friday Night SmackDown. So, yeah, they have Roman Reigns as the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion because he is the big dog who sits at the table, who at this point, hopefully, we've all acknowledged. On SmackDown, the World Heavyweight Champion is going to be on Raw. They switched the mid-card titles. Intercontinental's now on Raw. United States now on SmackDown. Bianca Belair on SmackDown, but she's the Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley on Raw, but she's the SmackDown Women's Champion once again, so they'll have to figure that out. Undisputed Tag Team Champs, Sami KO, they're on Raw. I think they'll split those eventually. 1, 2, and Io kicks out after what she just did to... Yeah, Io kicks out after what she just got done to her, Bianca did to her, off the top rope. Powerbomb. So... we got Damage Control coming out, yep. There's Bayley, who I've said, you know, since she came back, that, I mean, shit, honestly, by the end of the year, early this year, still hasn't happened. You know, she should be Women's Champion. Maybe come SummerSlam, 1 full year back, Bianca, Bayley, both on SmackDown. Maybe they'll fight at SummerSlam for the SmackDown Women's title. Maybe Bayley will win it. Io with a quick roll-up, 1, 2, and a kick out. Or maybe if they'd have Io win, I mean, they're still all on SmackDown, and then they have Damage Control go at it. Bayley wearing some holy jeans. And now she's going to get in the ring, because Bianca pulls her in and then throws her into the ropes. Sort of fucking botched that, and then she tried to push her, you know, while the ref couldn't see, so they can get back to their spot on the other side. Damage Control attacking Bianca, and it's like, come on. Bianca laying there, yeah, Bayley holding Bianca's hair. Ref noticed, and then Io with a moonsault missed. And now here comes Bianca's finish to end the match. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and Bianca Belair wins and is still your Raw Women's Champion, even though she's on SmackDown. Rhea's going to win later. She'll still be a SmackDown Women's Champion, but she'll be on Raw. And then they'll have to do something. They'll have to do something. Last time they did this, they just had, I believe it was Becky and Charlotte, just backstage, they just handed over the respective titles, and switched them. So they could do the same thing. How else are you going to? Unless you unify them, which don't do that. Because the women's division, it might look stronger at first when you do it, but then it's going to get stale. But it might also need done because, you have your numbers here, your numbers there, and then it's like, we'll see what they do. I don't know. Might not be a bad idea to unify more to think about it. But then you only have one Raw and one SmackDown Women's Champion. And then they'd have to be on both brands. And that's why they put Rhea on Raw, Judgment Day's on Raw, and then Bianca's on SmackDown with the Street Profits. So they'll get by. I think they're teasing Damage Control to eventually break up, though. But Bayley should be going after Bianca. She should. So that went almost 20 minutes or so after the intros and whatnot. There's Bad Bunny backstage, getting ready for his match tonight. And then there's Rey Mysterio, newly enshrined, inducted WWE Hall of Famer. They brought back the LWO, I might add. It seemingly is to, get Legado del Fantasma over a little bit more. But when they, get introduced, it's just Rey Mysterio and the LWO. Bad Bunny, Rey Mysterio, Savio Vega, whoever the hell that is. And he's going to hand over a Puerto Rican designed kendo stick to Bad Bunny that he's going to hit Damian Priest with later on tonight. And probably to win the match. We're going to look up who Savio Vega is, because I have no clue. Wouldn't be WWE in Puerto Rico without Savio Vega, says Michael Cole. Alright, he's a Puerto Rican pro wrestler. He's 58. Take it for what it's worth from Wikipedia. Known for his work in the WWC, the World Wrestling Council. He won the Universal Heavyweight Championship 3 times. And then also, as they show off the graphic for the WWE Draft, Raw and SmackDown rosters respectively. There's from Raw to SmackDown, the free agents as well. From the war rooms to the selections, these rosters take effect Monday night on Raw and next week on SmackDown. So, a brand new title on Monday Night Raw. It's the World Heavyweight Championship that's been around before. It hasn't been seen since 2014, though. They're reintroducing it, and it's newly designed. So it's not brand new, even though it is. The World Heavyweight Championship tournament starts this Monday on Raw, continues this Friday on SmackDown. All right. We'll see who's in it, and we'll go from there. It looks like Rollins Omos is next, so we'll get to serenade Seth freaking Rollins, who I was just about ready to get to. As mentioned with the draft, he's going to stay on Raw. Charlotte's going to stay on SmackDown. Sami KO on Raw. I think eventually they'll split the tag team titles. split tag team titles. They'll be the Raw tag team champs, and then we'll have new SmackDown tag team champs. Probably the Usos right off the bat. Who are also going to stay on SmackDown, I might add. Judgment Day on Raw, LWO on the SmackDown. So yeah, they did a good job with the stables, evening that out for the most part. See, of anybody who should be a free agent, it should be the women's tag team champs. Because those are unified titles. They're supposed to be on one brand. Or they're supposed to be on all brands, I should say. Excuse me. But they're only on one brand. So Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez on Raw. Asuka's going to be on SmackDown. Maybe you get Asuka, Bianca. Like we did at WrestleMania. Rather than for Raw Women's title, but for SmackDown Women's title. New Day going to be on Raw for the first time in quite a while. Brawling Brutes with Sheamus, Butch, and Ridge Holland on SmackDown. Trish Stratus and her MILF bod on Raw. Cross and Scarlett on SmackDown. I don't know why anybody cares about Ronda Rousey either. Shayna Baszler is good, but them as a tag team, they'll be on Raw. Dummy, yeah, let me talk to you. LA Knight on SmackDown. Strowman Ricochet on Raw. Shotzi Blackheart's on SmackDown. Bronson Reed's on Raw. Pretty Deadly, along with Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Katana Chance is Casey Catanzaro, who I might add was in a relationship with Ricochet at one point. Okay? Ricochet, mentioned with Strowman, tag team. They're going to be on Raw. Samantha Irvin on Raw too. So we'll see if she gives her bad intros or, there's some bad blood in the near future with the three of them. And then, Strowman and Caden Carter, Raquel Rodriguez, have to get involved. But yeah, Pretty Deadly get called up to the main roster, to SmackDown. It's pretty gay. Here comes Omos. Caden Carter, Casey Catanzaro is mentioned on Raw. Cameron Grimes, the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, going to be on SmackDown, seemingly right off the bat in a feud with Baron Corbin, who's a free agent. Alpha Academy on Raw is mentioned. Rick Boogs, man. I mean, him and Elias, they tried to do something there. Told you it wasn't going to work. It hasn't worked. It won't work. I don't even think Elias was picked. Hell, I don't even think he's a fucking free agent. I guess technically he is. But then Boogs on SmackDown, but really all they can do is play the old guitar. Even though Elias is better than Boogs. And then Kirizawa on Raw, Dana Brooke on Main Event, Emma along with her partner Riddick Moss on Raw as well. Grayson Waller on SmackDown. Veer is coming, so get ready for him to blow. Indus Shear of Jinder Sangha, and the former Pittsburgh Pirate Veer Mahan, they'll be on Monday Night Raw. I don't know why they didn't announce Gargano on Raw last week. They did it afterwards. He's going to be on Raw as mentioned, as we're going to burn it down. Seth frickin' Rollins, Mr. Nickname as I like to call him, the architect of the Shield, will serenade. As this could go either way. Rollins could win. Honestly, it could end in DQ. He's going to have to do a lot of work to get Omos down, because Omos looked pretty damn good against Lesnar. I mean, he's 7'5", 500 pounds. But, all right, they add in the drone for Rollins' entrance. I guess pretty neat for something they've done that. We'll see if they ever do it again. But he's a revolutionary, Seth Rollins. Gonna take on Omos. Why? I have no idea. But they put this match together just out of the blue. And here we are. So we live with it one way or another. Burning it down in Puerto Rico. As the crowd will sing along. Whoa. And they dim the lights and the spotlights on Rollins as they sing along. Hashtag WWE Backlash. He's loving this. And then Omos with a big boot to knock down Seth. Of course, MVP's out there too with his cane. As Omos's manager. That's going to piss off Rollins. Yeah, this could go either way. I'm not going to be surprised if Omos wins. Rollins, could afford to lose, though. If they're going to have him win the world title. Because then that gets Omos over to more. People are going to forget, even though they won't, over the next 3 weeks, that Rollins lost to Omos, but then he wins the world title, potentially. So it could be a win-win. You think about it long term. We'll see what happens. But some replays here off the bat. Rollins gets introduced. They're still singing along. Omos with a couple kicks. Nice right. And then just now throws Rollins into the corner. And some boos from the crowd. Omos, former basketball player at USF, University of South Florida, Central Florida, if I'm not mistaken. We did have a cameo there by, once again, Savio Vega, known for his work in the WWC, the World Wrestling Council. He was a WWC Universal Heavyweight Champion and the WWC Puerto Rico Heavyweight Champion, each 3 times. And then during the 90s, he worked for the WWF. How did I not know that? Initially under the mask. Oh, he was Kwong. And then Savio Vega, of course. Okay. Gotcha. Omos in full control here. Rollins, MVP, just talking trash. Also in Raw, following the draft, surprisingly, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo are not on this card tonight for Backlash. Los Lotharios, they got from Bad Bunny to Zelina Vega to Damian Priest to the Mysterios, and appearances here and there by legends, if you will, in the community. But then also Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Odyssey Jones getting called up. He wrestled some house shows a couple years ago. Once they got back out on the road touring, but then he got hurt. Talk about a big guy. Not as big as Omos by any means, but has that, Mark Henry-esque look to him. So just to mention that. Some people were saying that was like one of the weirdest picks in the draft. I don't know about that. I mean, I would probably think, there's for sure a couple others that are like, what the hell is this? But I'm not going to go there. It doesn't matter because they're going to do what they want anyway. As mentioned, yeah, Riddick Moss. No more Madcap, thank God. That was annoying as hell. Corbin, he's going to be free agent. We'll see what they do with him. Like I said, seemingly him and Grimes and a few off the bat here. I believe they're going to have a match next week on SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken. Crowd's chanting something. Can't make it out. But, going back a couple years again, maybe ref you suck chant. Maybe something in Spanish that I can't understand because I don't speak Spanish. But Corbin, because he's gone from gimmick to gimmick. The broke ass one was probably his best one as of late, at least, because he's been happy for a while. Madcap was by his side. Stupid ass name. Riddick Moss, former 24/7 champ. Might be in a good spot with Triple H, but it's been, also how long since he took over and just now got his name back. So I don't know about that either. Tamina's going to be on SmackDown. They could have her in the bloodline. She'd make sense. Because, she is blood with the bloodline. And then Tegan and Xia Li, they'll be on Raw. Got some free agents after the draft here. Brock Lesnar, your biggest name. Just talked about Baron Corbin. He's in that mix as well. Cedric and Shelton should have been fucking drafted to main event, for God's sakes. That's the only show they're on anymore. They could get them in with MVP and have a hurt business with Omos, but they're not going to do that. Dolph Ziggler, when was the last time he was on TV? Talked about Elias. Mustafa Ali, from what I saw, was going to go down to NXT. And then here's Omos as a free agent as well. Got a kick out there. Match continues. And then a couple NXT talent that were called up, but they don't know what the hell with them yet. So that's why they're there. And then people who weren't included in the draft pool and, they're on hiatus for this reason or that reason, just inactive. Whether it be an injury or they're just not in, a creative situation right now. We go Alexa Bliss and Aaliyah. Of course, Big E broke his neck over a year ago. Of course, Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy. Been on leave ever since, right before WrestleMania. Carmella's pregnant. Congrats. Logan Paul's going to come in when he comes in. R-Truth hurt. Orton the same. Even Bobby Roode. They're bringing up Jinder and Veer and the other dude. Where the hell's Shanky at? Probably getting shanked, or maybe shanking somebody. Ciampa's hurt. So that's that. Rollins had a stomp, but then almost back in full control, just choke slam here, choke slam there, and let's go Rollins chant from the crowd. Rollins going to reverse, and, he's on Omos's back and has him in a headlock, so. Rollins trying to make the most of it. This is David versus Goliath for the most part. Even though Rollins is a, pretty big guy, he's not as big as Omos. I don't think anybody's as big as Omos. Height-wise, yeah, I'd say Yao Ming. Weight-wise, I'd say Big Daddy V. You really got to go back to Andre, for God's sakes, or fucking Great Khali. Omos is one big motherfucker. He is. So both are down and out. We'll see what happens here. Once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. Links in the description below, so be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, right here on YouTube. Rollins hits a curb stomp and then a super kicked MVP off the ring apron. He goes. Rollins is trying to get Omos up. Another stomp, and yes, cover. Kakar, your referee. 1, 2, Omos kicks out. So match continues. This once again could go either way. It could. We'll see what they do. Honestly, like I was saying, either or makes sense. That's why it could go either way. It's just thrown together. There's been no lead up to this. They just put it on the card, and we're going to have this match. But a win-win over the next month. Push Omos still. Rollins over as it is, has been. But then, if he's going to win the world title, okay. But then can afford to lose. Omos wins. Keep pushing him. Win-win. Rollins off the top rope. Gonna stomp Omos off the top rope. Yep. And a cover. That might do it. 1, 2, 3. And Seth frickin' Rollins does in fact beat Omos. So, yeah, Rollins on the run right now. I mean, probably his right decision, even though Sukka had a win-win. But you don't want to halt anything you got going good for you. Because people would be complaining if he lost, for sure. But then they try to make you forget, even though he won it, if he'd win the world title in a couple weeks. That's what I was saying, win-win, have Omos win, keep pushing him. But then they're still going to keep pushing him anyway, probably. Like next week, MVP will be out there. They give him a week off or so. Like, well, yeah, things didn't go our way, blah, blah, blah. Somebody comes out, that's what's next for him. Or they could just have him fucking beat up jobber after jobber after jobber, as they always do. And then they're still in a good spot. So it's still a win-win-win-win-win. Either way you look at it. Rollins wins as expected. I mean, Seth freaking Rollins wasn't really going to lose to Omos. You just don't know at the same point in time. So Omos has been, that's what I was saying a little bit ago, they do have him in a good spot. They do. He worked Lesnar at Mania, working Rollins here tonight. Yeah, lost both matches, but they fade to black in the meantime. Commercial break. We'll get back to the action here shortly. So Bianca and Rollins victorious here thus far at Backlash. Still to come, as Veer Mahan is coming back up to the main roster following the WWE draft. We got either next will be the triple threat match, United States Championship with Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Bronson Reed. Or we'll have the SmackDown Women's Championship match, I'd have to think, with Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega. Then after that, 6-man tag. And then they're once again booking it as a double co-main event, even though truly, and we all know, only one of these matches can go on last. So we'll see which match that officially is in the night. Probably about 2 hours from now, if that. Because we still have, following Bianca and Rollins wins, Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed, and triple threat for the United States Championship, Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega. Bloodline, Sami KO, Bro, and a 6-man tag, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, and Bad Bunny being embraced. Go to commentary, Michael Cole, Corey Graves. They're going to give a highlight of the press conference from yesterday. Of course, press conferences are before and after events in sports. You know, under Triple H's control, the WWE has brought back press conferences to the company. This Backlash press conference, though, was the first one. And I think they have conference calls and all that. But press conference, at least. This was the first one before an event. Every one they've had since he took over right around SummerSlam last year, those have all been post-game, post-event press conferences. So there's the recap of that with a slap with the face. San Juan Street Fight still to come. Bad Bunny, he's in quotes in the LWO, no. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest tonight at Backlash. In a double main event. All right, say that as you wish. Here comes Bobby Lashley. So the triple threat, United States championship match. Lashley, who's on SmackDown along with Austin Theory. One of those two are going to win. Bronson Reed's on Raw. If they'd have Bronson Reed win, he's on Raw then as United States champion. They need somebody from SmackDown to beat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. I could see them, if they continue to push Omos, like Omos could be one to beat Gunther for the Intercontinental title. Just to get him on, get the fucking title off of him. If they, put Gunther, in a spot, say for the world title then. Because you look at the Raw roster right now. Yeah, they could have somebody from Judgment Day, whether it be Priest, Dom, or Finn, go after the Intercontinental Championship for sure. You could have Imperium versus Judgment Day there. I think JD McDonough, I saw people saying this after with what I'm about to say after I said it last week with the draft. He fits Jordan Devlin in with Judgment Day, but I think he very well could go after Gunther in the Intercontinental Championship too. Other than that, though, on Raw, I mean, at least right now, is what I was saying. Like, they might, as of course the pay-per-views are co-branded. There's a report we might have exclusive pay-per-views again for Raw and SmackDown. I highly doubt it though. Have one a month. So maybe, but doubtful. As A-Town down, here comes Theory. Like, you have only United States Championship being defended tonight. The Intercontinental title. Honestly, could have that, take a couple weeks off if Gunther's release this week coming up. Still. Or maybe not, though. If he's going to be in that world title tournament, for all we know. Who knows? I guess we just got to play it by ear. Like, just get through the next month. They're in a good spot. They are. I mean, they got a lot of good stuff seemingly coming up on paper. Execution, though, on the show, that's a different story. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, Night of Champions to Money in the Bank to SummerSlam. Like, Austin Theory all day. He's probably going to retain. If he doesn't, Lashley wins. Lashley's probably going to battle on Drain Zone a couple weeks. So, that's the thing with Backlash. Like, it's on paper, a decent show. Should be overall good night. But like I was saying at the start, like, depending on how it starts, depending on where they go from there. Like, yeah, the crowd's in it, but the good stuff's still to come. Like, half the card, honestly pointless, once again, in my eyes. Everybody has their own opinion, but that's mine. So, it should pick up some steam here in about probably another 45 minutes or so, I'd say. After this match and then the next match. If the next match is the Rhea Ripley Selena Vega match. Because then your last 3 matches are 6-man tag, and then, in WWE's words, the double main event. Even though only one match is going to go on last once again, so. I mean, they could have, I know I said, some like, War Games have both matches going on at once. I guess they could have Cody, and Brock in the ring, and then the San Juan Street fight, like, take a place elsewhere in the fucking arena or something like that. Go that route. But, bell rings, match underway, here we go. Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed. Clothesline, hashtag US title. Lashley won the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Theory beat Cena. Bronson Reed very well could have won that Battle Royal too, I might add, but he's been in a good spot lately too. Wrestling a lot on main event, but ever since getting called up from NXT under Triple H's control. I mean, hell, he was in the Elimination Chamber picture. He's in a triple threat title match here tonight. A little up and down, not necessarily consistent, but that's what I was saying a while ago. Like, you look at everybody on the main roster right now that, has been in NXT within the past decade. And seemingly we're good there. Or at least up on the main roster too. With Triple H, whether he's been in control or not. But then they've been in a good spot. Like, they're going to be even in a bigger and better spot now that he's fully in control. Even though people are going to say, well, Vince this, Vince that. Who knows? Obviously, everybody cares, but they don't because they still fucking watch. If you want to prove a point, you don't watch. Then they'll get the gist of, okay, this shit ain't working. Nobody's watching. Everybody bitches about ratings. Well, Bobby chant from the crowd, start there. Off the ropes is him and Theory are working together against the Almighty. But now they're going to go at it here, looks like. But yeah. Theory was shoved down our throats at one point. Then it sort of backed off, and now he's just... Let's go, what? Well, there's Bronson Reed taking down A-Town down. Not necessarily hanging on by a thread, but he's just floating. He's moving along. Oh, here he comes again, Nothing special. He's a damn good heel. He's an annoying heel, but Lashley gearing up for a half-ass spear. Yep. 1, 2, and then Bronson Reed pulls him out, so they'll fight ringside. Clothesline is his super kick from Bronson Reed. From way down under to way up high. Then a moonsault off the ropes. Oh shit. I doubt that, Michael Cole, but alright, if you say so. If you say so, here's a replay. He just basically frog splash backwards, but he was still standing up at the end of it. And then, Lashley got his, right shoulder hit, so. Bronson Reed would be, as here comes Theory, knocking down former NXT North American champ off the top rope. Bronson Reed would be like an evil guy in Mad Max. That's him. Bobby Lashley, of course, a former member of the United States military, so shout out. Thank you to the troops, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. Thank you for your service. Of course, Austin Theory, just fucking John Cena wannabe. 1, 2, breakup. That was close. That was a good sequence. That was. I'll give him that. Lashley had Theory in a Chris Masters hurt lock. Looked like he was going to tap out, pass out. Didn't. Rolled it up. Yeah, off the ropes. Rolled it through. There's a cover. 1, 2. Kick out. But then Bronson Reed top rope with a splash. And then cover on Lashley. 1, 2. And kick out. Match continues. So that was a good sequence. They zoom out. Aerial shot of the arena. And yeah, no doubt about it. They're going to try, especially their first trip to Puerto Rico for a big show like this in a long time. They're going to try to fit as many people as they possibly can in there. And they'll tout it all, biggest, grossing or largest this, most streamed this. Trending number 1 in the U.S. right now is hashtag WWE Backlash, I might add. Be sure to use the hashtag and share on social media, but well, yeah, no shit it will be, because it's the first fucking show you've had there in how long? And just with the prices of everything nowadays, everything's through the damn roof. Nobody can afford anything. Companies, making money on end. I mean, because you gotta live, you gotta get by one way or another. Yeah, it's no doubt about it going to be the most you've made. For this specific event, or this or that, long story short. So Bronson Reed misses with the moonsault. 1, 2, 3, Austin Theory wins. Because, well, they'll seemingly continue Theory and Lashley on SmackDown. Because they're both going to be on SmackDown. With the United States Championship. So Bronson Reed takes the pin. He'll be on Raw. He's okay. Lash is going to be pissed, though, because what happened, they should show a replay of this, too. Theory wins, Theory retains. Austin Theory is still your United States champion. A-Town down, he says, yeah, here's a replay. Moonsault for Bronson Reed missed because Theory rolled out of the way. Lashley hit him with a spear, but then Theory throws Lashley out of the ring, and then Theory just covers up Bronson Reed 1, 2, 3, and retains his title. So, yeah, there's that. I mean, I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody should be. Yeah, they'll potentially keep that going, but I think Lashley, you look at it, very well could be challenging Roman Reigns at Night of Champions for the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship, and then take the loss there because Reigns is going to be 1,000 days. Because with the World Heavyweight Championship tournament exclusive to Raw, they're going to have SmackDown superstars in it. Why? Because they can. You're going to have 6 people from Raw, 6 people from SmackDown in those 2 triple threats. The 2 winners will then face each other, and the winners of those matches will then, fight at Night Champions for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is where champions reign, they say. Here's a Night of Champions video packages. History begins here. Legacies will be defended. Yeah, Roman Reigns nearing 1,000 days. 1 p.m. Eastern time for Night of Champions. So there is a time now, all right? That's 3 weeks from now. It's Night of Champions, but it's going to be on the daytime here in the States because they're over in the desert for blood money. So it'll be morning breakfast of champions for everybody out west. But 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific for Night of Champions 3 weeks from now, May the 27th. Yeah, so the 7 total matches in that tournament, basically. The 2 triple threats, the 2 winners face each other in the finals. Yeah. You look at the roster. Yeah, there's Bobby Lashley. You could do Sheamus. You could. I don't think Rey Mysterio right now works with as over as the LWO is. Yeah, there's a few others too, but they're going to be, in this world title picture, let alone the United States Championship picture. So yeah. I'd be shocked, honestly, if it's not Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Night of Champions for the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. With Reigns, of course, winning and retaining. And then they do something with Lashley then afterwards. He's just, the next one in line. Because they haven't done that yet either, I might add. They haven't. But leave it at that. At least they showed off the Night of Champions video package. Normally they'll wait till dead last, like right before the main event starts, to show that for the next pay-per-view, which that's the next pay-per-view for them. Night of Champions come back. It was going to be King and Queen of the Ring, or King of the Ring and the Queen's Crown tournament, but they go Night of Champions, so every title is going to have to be defended. Here comes Rhea. So the SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, who's on Monday Night Raw, will defend her title against Puerto Rico's own Zelina Vega. So all rise with the Judgment Day, or, well, you can enter the House of Black. This match is going to be brought to you by your favorite Triple X company. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Bianca retained. Rhea's going to retain. They'll just have to switch up the titles. You can't have the SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw for, and it's like, well, what the fuck point of the draft, So they'll be okay. They'll get by. That's why we gotta watch. That's why we gotta watch. Rhea getting, what is this, new entrance music for her? Or semi-new recently? I'd say for, this match, you could get the Judgment Day and the LWO involved, but remember, you still got the street fight. So that's when you'll see everybody there with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. They'll all get involved in that. Because then anything goes, that's why it's street fight. So this is her brutality. She's our mommy. Green shirt guys, front row. Talk about dedication. I'll say true dedication if he shows up in Saudi in 3 weeks. Viva La Raza, of course, as Chavo even said, sort of banking in on Eddie. But It's like, honestly, who gives a shit? She comes out with the Puerto Rican flag, which, of course, Puerto Rico is technically, okay, part of the United States of America. It's not a state, but they do consider, Puerto Rico part of the U.S. Hence, well, look at their fucking flag. It's still red, white, and blue. Like, you don't need a passport to Puerto Rico. You don't. You can just fucking fly to Puerto Rico. You need a passport to go to, like, the Bahamas or anywhere else in the Caribbean, or is it Caribbean, or where's Amber shitting on Johnny Depp's bed at? But Zelina must have family in attendance. She went over and hugged somebody. Didn't look like Malachi, though, I can tell that. So, yeah. She goes all out with the entrance, which means she's definitely going to lose, which we knew that anyway, because Rhea ain't fucking losing. And that's like a flag that they put on like a government building. Like, that thing's pretty fucking big. So Zelina Vega challenging Rhea Ripley here. She's getting emotional. Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, honestly, when was the last time? She did win the Queen's Crown tournament, what? Almost 2 years ago now, I think. But truly, when was the last time, or she was a tag team champion of some sorts, when was the last time she was in a single match for a women's championship? Get at me in the comments below and know the answer. Okay? Because I sure as hell don't, because it's been that long, if ever before. Because remember, she was always Andrade's manager. And then, was in a good spot for a little bit after she came back to the company. Because whether, it was mutual or she just flat out left on her own or she flat got fired, honestly, truly, who knows, because of Twitch. They're chanting something, I don't know what, but that was around the time of the, Crown Jewel, King of the Ring, Queen's Crown shit they did with her. And now here we are, so some things take time. Rhea Bloody Ripley and Zelina Vega one-on-one. Here at hashtag WWE Backlash. Zelina's on SmackDown, she could win that. But then they'd have to have Bianca drop the Raw Women's title, which they don't have to do because she hasn't fucking lost in over a year. Rhea's going to win as Bianca won earlier, then they'll figure out the women's titles later. So they're doing the OLA chant. Zelina grabs somebody's flip-flop from the front row. Yeah, what's up with a flip-flop? She just threw a flip-flop at Rhea, tells her to come and get it. And then Zelina with a drop kick. Rhea goes into the barricade and back in the ring. Somebody film me in with a fucking flip-flop. With what Michael Cole was saying with something to do with the heritage or something. Like, what's with the flip-flop? One, two, kick out. It was gonna be quick. Rhea tells the crowd to suck it. Yeah, Puerto Rico is technically a U.S. territory. About 1,000 miles southeast of Miami. Out there in the fucking Bermuda Triangle. But then, as Rhea throws Zelina into the corner, Viva La Raza, she says, they zoom out. As this a Mike's harder, I'm sure there's a lot of guys, you can fill in the blank with that graphic and that word because of this match. But I'll digress. Yeah, what's up with the flip-flop? Like, Puerto Rico, or Puerto Rican flip-flop in wrestling.
Because this is reality. This is not a fairy tale. I know it would be a feel-good story. Everybody would be elated. But the fact is, there is no one who can physically match up with the SmackDown Women's Champion. Unfazed by this atmosphere. Rhea thrives in hostile environments.
They're really working this drone tonight. They are. I mean, I don't know if they're going to try to do this a lot moving forward or not, but rather than just an aerial shot, they get the drone and, move it around and give us a different angle.
And did you see Rhea almost roll her eyes? Curving the opening zone in eight. Rhea goes shoulder first to the post, and it gives Zelina an opportunity and she can capitalize. That had to be what Zelina was hoping for, allowing Rhea to get a little bit overconfident and make a mistake. Now, can Vega capitalize?
Can Zelina Vega capitalize? As Zelina Vega stated on representing something bigger than herself for Puerto Rico at WWE Backlash, saying that she is hope. Clothesline, Rhea still on her feet though. Another clothesline, still hanging on. Gotta do another one. Yeah, Rhea reverses, headbutt. Hey, it's up here. Riptide. But then a DDT on the reversal. Road break, even though she was nowhere close to pinning her. Zelina going to hit a 619 on Rhea. Yep, Zelina Vega with a 619 on Rhea Ripley. Zelina going to go up hot now. Frog splash incoming. And then a double knee cover. 1, 2. Rhea kicks out, and rightfully so. Riptide 1, 2, and that should do it. 3. Rhea Ripley wins and is still your SmackDown Women's Champion. Bianca Belair won earlier. Still your Raw Women's Champion, but she's on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley just won. She's still your SmackDown Women's Champion, but she's on Raw, so they'll have to switch it up. How? Unless Bianca comes out right now and they just fucking hand him over, they'll have to do something. What? Who knows? So Rhea wins, gonna walk off as Lena's wondering what the hell just happened in the ring. I think they're having Bianca come out. No? Because she's walking backwards to the entrance. Well, they're going to give Zelina her moment. Round of applause after the match, even though she lost. They're chanting something, don't know what. Feels like sitting in the stands in Williamsport for the Little League World Series. Now, it looked like they're having Rhea take her time, walking back. And then they were going to do something there at the entrance if Bianca was coming out, but she didn't. So they'll figure that out. So they fade to black, commercial break. The best 3 matches of the night are still to come. 6-man tag should be next. Be the Bloodline against Sami KO, bro. And then your double main event, even though only one's going to go on last. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, and Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. So we'll get back to the action shortly. Just as always, once again, thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below, thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Backlash. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super stick, super like, super thanks. Always get appreciated as once again, this video is powered by Rogue Energy. Be sure to get your favorite energy, hydration flavors in can or tub form, shakers, and Rogue merch at the link in the description below. Use the code Luke123 for 10% off.
We need you. An opportunity.
Okay, I found out why they brought the sandal flip-flop into the fold. Blue flip-flop sandal in Latin culture. The sandal is something a parent, more so not the mother, may threaten or misbehaving children with to getting them to straighten up. So get your goddamn ass in the house right now. Street lights on, better be in the door for, belt, or well, in Puerto Rico, the blue flip-flop. So they were going to use Andy, Ray's wife, in this feud, but then plans changed. I mean, she was involved with Ray and Dawn for Mania, but then to do all that afterwards too, yeah, it probably would have been a little too much. So then they do the flip-flop.
Boy meets girl. Boy meets boy. Girl meets boy.
So that's that situation.
Boy likes girl. Girl loves girl. Boy loves boy. Mom meets mom.
This is the longest commercial break of the night. So 9:30. 3 more matches at, an average 30 minutes apiece, with entrances and video packages and commercial breaks and whatever else they're going to throw in. Yeah, that gets us to 11 o'clock.
Only from Xfinity.
The world outside our sanctuary.
Every week's a period of the sun. They need to forget to
Up next is the first half of tonight's double main event. So they're going to have the street fight with Bad Bunny, Damian Priest next. Then they're going to have the 6-man tag in between as then the co-main event. And then the main event of the evening will in fact be Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. So here's your video package. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. And you know damn well Bad Bunny is going to win. Priest is going to do the bulk of the work. It's a street fight, so we'll see all the LWO, and we'll see all the Judgment Day, I'd have to think, at some point in time in this match. But at the end of the day, Bad Bunny is going to win. I don't know if he threw it in the crowd last night, wearing the WWF jacket. But I was a little surprised they actually let him fucking wear it. Because it's not, 2000 or 2002 anymore. It's 2023. But you think he cares? No. And then this will probably be the last time we see Bad Bunny again for a while, because it was about 2 years from WrestleMania 37 to now. Yeah, but Bad Bunny was originally supposed to host Backlash tonight. Backlash was originally supposed to be in Baltimore, I might add, too. But then they're going to get a TV instead. Raw or SmackDown sometime this summer, if I'm not mistaken. For the first time since the last WWE draft. Because the arena just got renovated. As Beaver Stadium, I might add, will too, by 2027. But they then had Bad Bunny just host the press conference yesterday, because then he's now in a match at Backlash in a San Juan street fight against Damian Priest. So some pushing and shoving at the press conference. And he was on SmackDown last night too. And now here we go with the street fight tonight. So how much are they going to do though in the street fight? And where are they going to fight? Here comes Priest. So all rise with the Judgment Day. Rhea went with White, and so did he. Remember, when Bad Bunny was in the company before WrestleMania, him and Priest teamed up together as a tag team. And now, here we go. They're going to fight each other in a street fight. Storytelling, folks. Backstabbing. And the same gear he's wearing tonight is what he wore at WrestleMania. All right. Yeah, Michael Cole referenced that tag team match. Wasn't against like The Miz and somebody else. But Backlash. Backlash gonna right now turn into another gear with these last three matches. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, 6-man tag with the Bloodline, and Sammy KO, Bro, and then Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. So yeah, it's true. Bad Bunny's interfering in Damian Priest's work. He's on, vice versa. I don't personally listen to Bad Bunny. I don't know a lot about him, But he's going to walk out with a kendo stick that he was given backstage earlier. And they're using the drone for his entrance. They start behind him, and now they're going to take it throughout the crowd. And I can tell you this much. This is a different song than he's used for his entrance music. I don't know if it's a new song. Crowds sing along to it, but like I said, I don't listen to Bad Bunny. Oh shit, there's a shopping cart with kendo sticks, a trash can, a steel chair, a couple 2x4s. He's going shopping. All legal in the street fight. He was making his entrance and he got about halfway down the ramp and turned around, and there's a Bad Bunny 3D graphic. Yeah, they're all singing along with what the hell he's saying. There's a chain, I might add, too. So what's he going to use first? But yeah, he's got a shopping cart full of weapons. And that includes the shopping cart. Okay? We'll see how, dirty this does in fact get. Bunnies can fly. So here we go. Bell's going to ring. He's headlining Backlash in the third to last match of the fucking show. That's more like the middle part. Street fight, anything goes. Bell rings, match underway, and here we go. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest at Backlash. Yeah, he's a big name, he's popular. But this is truly only his second match. He showed out first one, it was a tag team match. You know, looked like we were going to get another tag team match, you know, Bad Bunny and Ray versus Damian Priest and Prison Dom. But we go street fight instead, so how does he do by himself? That's the big thing. How does Bad Bunny, well, with it being a street fight, I mean, it's not a regular singles match. You know, that's going to help him out for sure. I mean, he pushed just a shopping cart full of fucking, you know, trash cans, steel chairs, kendo sticks, 2x4s. He had a chain. I'm sure there's a toolbox under the ring. I'm sure they're going to want tables. Hell, we might even get a ladder, and, you know, the bunch flies off of there. Yeah, Bad Bunny catches Damian Priest off guard, rolled him up, but kick out. Bad Bunny now with a couple kendo sticks. Priest exits. Bad Bunny gets in the ring, dancing around with a kendo stick and batter up. Well, that's a foul ball because Priest picks him up and drives him into the corner. And now Priest's going to grab the kendo stick. And in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Damian Priest breaks the kendo stick over his knee. Now they're just throwing haymakers back and forth here. Priest picking up the Bunny. Easter was last month, so I don't know what he's doing here in May. Even though it may do this, it may do that. We'll see what he does tonight. The other thing, too, is, like I was saying earlier, how much time do they give us? You know? Because 9:30 with 3 matches to go, average of 30 minutes for the video package, the entrance, and the match. You know, that gets us to 11 o'clock. So. In Puerto Rico, I believe, yeah, they're Eastern Standard Time. So it's still, you know, 9:30, quarter to 10 on the island. They're technically a part of the United States. They're a territory. They're not a state, but territory. Bad Bunny fighting back. Priest with a knee. I doubt that. Bad Bunny with some rights into the corner on Priest, but Priest picks him up. And then a roll up one, kick out. Another right hand, but he fucking missed. Priest catches him. Oh, come on. Fucking smacked him on the side of the head. Talk about a botch. Jesus Christ. You're the one supposed to be carrying this damn match, and no wonder you've been the odd man out of the Judgment Day as of late. But I guess you're working Bad Bunny now Backlash, so it all works out in the end. Choke slam from Priest to the Bunny. 1, 2, and, well, Priest picks up Peter Cottontail. Other than having him kick out, he wants the match to continue even though you know he's going to lose at the end of the day. Showing off some replays. Benito, his nickname, with the crowds chanting. Priest's going to exit the ring and grab is that an axe handle? No axe, but the handle to what the blade would be in to make an axe. So that's the handle. Hunting wabbits, says Michael Cole. Somebody's hunting wabbits. That's a good one. So Priest, well, he threw it down because Bad Bunny rolled out of the ring. Well, he grabbed a steel chair in the meantime, just threw it at Priest. Had a little ricochet there too. Bad Bunny now looking under the ring. What's he got? Max and Ruby under there. There's a kendo stick right to the back, now to the stomach. DDT from Bad Bunny. Yep. But Priest on his feet. Bunny off the ropes. Big clothesline. Alright. It's a street fight, remember. We're going to have the LWO and we're going to have Judgment Day in this match too. Just a matter of when. Bunnies can fly. Bad Bunny going to fly over the top rope. Bunnies can fly again. Bad Bunny off the top rope. There's a replay. Ref talking with Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny gonna grab the trash can lid, a double trash can lid, and smack Damian Priest with that. Oh, and then play the cymbals. Down goes Priest. There's the kendo stick Bad Bunny brought to the ring. One of them, I should say. Oh. Yeah, Bad Bunny with a couple kendo stick shots to Damian Priest. And then into the corner, whatever the hell that was supposed to be. And then, oh shit. Alright. 1, 2, kick out. For him to pick him up like that and drive him down, for as big as he is, I mean, that is, I mean, yeah, that's half on Priest helping him out, but, you know, talk about some strength. You still gotta, you know, roll it through. There's a couple people getting high in the stands with an Arcade Row 420 shirt. What'd they say the attendance was? What'd they say the attendance was? Priest blowing some kisses. Oh, Priest is bleeding. Bad Bunny in the ring. Hey, come on, let's go. Let's come across this line and fight. But Bad Bunny gonna have to wait because Damian Priest saying, nah, screw you, I'm out of here. But now Bad Bunny gonna run him down from behind. He's got the trash can, the metal garbage can Well, that backfired on Bad Bunny because he just got kicked in the face with it by Damian Priest. This is going to be, I think, when Judgment Day and LWO come out. Because they're working, well, they were at least there towards the entrance. But now back towards the ring. That's a fucking metal garbage can. And now there's the lid to that. That's a hurt. Yeah, that has to hurt for sure. I mean, that and steel chair, but then kendo sticks too, yeah. Damian Priest using that custom kendo stick and calling a shot to the moon. Might have just hit a grand slam right there. And Bad Bunny over the top rope, or over the top of the barricade, into the timekeeper's area. And everybody's got their phone out filming this whole fucking match. So you can tell security's not doing a damn job. Some places you go, you can't even film for more than 5 seconds because ushers in green shirts will be up your ass. And then some places just don't give a fuck. And then there's always some places that are in the middle. It just depends on where you're at and who you're working with. But go check out recent videos. Be sure to keep it out for more videos. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Now they're working over by the production. Bad Bunny's sitting up on top of one of the cases. Priest standing up there behind him now. And take his shirt off. Toss that into the camera. Priest is going to try to powerbomb Bad Bunny probably through a table, but he's going to get reversed on, and Bad Bunny's going to put him through a table, I'd have to think. There's probably a makeshift table they set up. Make it look like it's part of production that somebody's going to fucking go through here in this. Vertical superplex in the meantime? Yeah. Holy shit. That worked in favor of Damian Priest, I might add, too. He just put Bad Bunny through a table. Holy shit chants from the crowd. Bad Bunny's taking a beating. And I mean, rightfully so, because Priest is doing the bulk of the work once again. You know, it's a street fight. Bad Bunny gets by that way. It's on tag matches as he's had before, as it thought it was going to be. But, you know, Bad Bunny at the end of the day is still going to fucking win. How much is WWE paying Bad Bunny for this? That's the other question. They're checking in on Bad Bunny, making sure he's okay. Of course, just part of the fucking match. As Priest will try to get to his feet. There's his postman. He's not done because I'm not done, says Priest. So this match continues. So now Priest's going to pick up Bad Bunny, literally carry him from production on the hard cam side, back ringside, and, you know, throw him over the barricade. And now they'll work right back into the ring here shortly. Once again, that Spanish announce table yet not been broken, so take that out. Most streamed artist in the world, says Michael Cole. Yeah, I don't know what site you're looking at, but beg to differ for, I mean, maybe for his genre, yeah. But maybe overall, too, like I said, I know because I don't listen to him. But that backfired. Priest just kicked himself accidentally into the ring post. Ref gonna check on his leg. Bad Bunny with a kendo stick as Priest kicks the garbage can lid there. out of the way. But then, yeah, Bad Bunny kendo stick shots to the leg until Priest fights back. But, yeah, the thing is, Bad Bunny is popular. You know, he's a celebrity in WWE's eyes. He's, you know, a celebrity in general. Oh my God, they're overselling this fucking knee injury now. Corey Graves on commentary. You got to give it to Graves 9 times out of 10, but right there, man, I mean, come on. I mean, becoming a father again, father getting to you already, like, even though he already has kids, saying that Priest just hyperextended his knee, his leg. Yeah, I don't fucking think so. They're working his left knee. They might be overselling it a little too much. I mean, but a knee injury is a knee injury. You know, I know how that feels. There's the chain. Buddy's gonna chain. Now they're gonna tie Damian Priest's leg. Says wait, but then slam his knee on the ring post again. Bad Bunny with a steel chair now. And they'll whack the steel chair off the knee up against the ring post. Yeah, that had to hurt right there. For sure. I mean, it all had to hurt, but it was overselling it. Made it a little too much. Bad Bunny with a steel chair again here. And remember, we still got 2 more matches to go after this. Another hour's worth. Bad Bunny with a steel chair, but Priest begging. Bad Bunny gonna lower the steel chair for now. He's gonna roll him up. Boy, he kicks him. Alright. He's still selling the knee injury. Hopping on one leg. Hippity hoppity. Easter was last month, and now Damian Priest taking on Bad Bunny at Backlash. There's a low blow from Bad Bunny. Now here comes Judgment Day. Dominic going after Bad Bunny. There's Finn. So now they're beating him up. Yeah, no DQs, it's a street fight. So the LWO is going to come out now to a big pop. Because they'll come out the music. Even though Zelina already came out to it. Finn going to prop up the steel chair into the corner. They're continuing to beat up. Well, here comes Ray just running out. Surprisingly, they didn't have him come out to his music. Ray going after Dom. Ray going after Finn. But now they're going to beat up. Judgment Day going to beat up Ray too. And Finn, Jesus Christ, with his 14 staples. Carlito. Apple Day might have kept him away from Backlash, but it didn't. Carlito comes out of Backlash to help out Rey Mysterio, Bad Bunny. There's the apple. Dom from behind on Carlito. Graves makes up for it from a minute ago, saying about Dom, that's not the first time he's fought over an apple. That's the kind of shit you do in the clink. Good God. So 619 to Finn. Match is still underway. Yeah, street fight. I mean, yeah, okay, Carlito comes out. But Finn and his 14 staples and Prison Dom gonna... Here comes Savio Vega, too. Yeah, Judgment Day might be here. Because the numbers aren't on their side. Somebody else coming out? Finn's laughing like, what the hell's this? He's just standing there. Yeah, match is still going on with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Crowd's chanting something, I don't know what. He's got more backup. And here comes the rest of the LWL. Yeah, so talk about odd stacked against you. The Judgment Day has, what, 2-3 people out there? When it's Bad Bunny, Rey Mysterio, Carlito, Savio Vega, the rest of the LWO, which is the Legado Fantasma. Yeah, so it's like fucking 10 on 2, 10 on 3. But then Finn backs up, and Vega gonna take off his sunglasses. And right to Finn's stapled forehead goes Vega's chop. And then there's a knee. And just ninja'd his ass to the ground. More chops. And Dom getting the same treatment as the Judgment Day will be run off. And now back into the ring, Bad Bunny, Damian Priest in a street fight. Priest gearing up. Nope. Bad Bunny gonna reverse that because of the bad knee. Are you gonna put him in a sharpshooter? Or a figure 4 into a figure 8? Yeah. Bad Bunny with a figure 4. Locked in on Damian Priest here. Is he going to tap to this? 1, 2, kick out. Submission's still locked in. Priest going to reverse this, I'd have to think. Put the pressure on Bunny. Roll up, 1, 2, kick out. Yeah, Priest he's dripping blood from his mouth, from his nose, it looks like. You can tell there's some spots in the ring. And then that chair that Finn set up into the corner, Priest just went face first into. And now Bad Bunny off the ropes, landed on his head, but got it done. Cover 1, 2. Priest kicks out. Shit. I'm gonna say, I thought that was it. Sliced bread numeros dos. So says Corey Graves. So what, 2 slices of bread? A sandwich? What do you got on that sandwich? Peanut butter? Jelly? Turkey? Ham? Bananas? Maybe some lettuce, tomato, banana peppers, pickles. Maybe make a mountain pie. Bad Bunny. Well, I thought Priest was going to reverse that real quick, but 1, 2, 3, and okay, that does it. Yeah, Bad Bunny wins. Good match, good finish. Did what he did, for the most part at WrestleMania a couple years back. They got by with the weapons in the street fight. Unfortunately, nobody, got put in the shopping cart and dove on or, pushed off, whatever, while in it or didn't break. You have a shopping cart full of shit and then you use everything except the shopping cart. Come on. Like, what's his name who, is always doing the moves online? Jumping off of this, jumping off of that, into this or into that. But yeah, the Canadian Destroyer for the win, and 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So Bad Bunny will celebrate victorious over Damian Priest at Backlash. Still to come, 6-man tag with the Bloodline and Semi KO Bro, along with tonight's main event, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. As here comes the LWO to celebrate with Bad Bunny. Now they're going to pick Bad Bunny up, hoist into the air. Why don't you give the thumbs up and then the thumbs down and drop him on his ass? They're whistling for him to, hey, turn around, pose, do what you're going to do, walk off. We got to go. They fade to black as Bad Bunny and LWO celebrate his victory. This is the kingdom where champions reign. Well, if that was the case, they wouldn't be known for this or that. But Night of Champions taking place in the desert in 3 weeks. Legacies will be defended. May the 27th, Night of Champions, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to tune back in then for live watch long reactions live here on YouTube with myself, Post Encyclopedia Sports, Go ahead and Luke 96. So, a couple more matches, and then that'll do it for Backlash. Next, 6-man tag, Bloodline with the Usos and Solo taking on Sami KO, bro. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the original bro, Matt Riddle. Corey Graves is speechless. He doesn't know what to fucking think, let alone say. Yeah. So they promote Night of Champions again. They're going to give us a video package, but they're also going to give us a commercial break. And we'll go from there. So, double main event, even though the first half of it goes on middle of the fucking show. No, you can't do that. Because still, only one match is going to be the true main event. It's Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. So you can say that all you want, but no, it's not true. Because then this match next is the co-main event. It's a 6-man tag with the Bloodline and Sami KO, bro. And then it's Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. So, yeah. Just, it's like, come on, Bill. Is what it is.
Pretty sure that was my line. 2 guys up the very well, plus a free exam for $89.95. Book your exam online today.
Game on. Poker Stars Casino, where new customers get $100 in bonus play, and they're winning every second.
I won $54,000 jackpot.
We've got hundreds of games, including exclusive slots, table games, and live dealer, playable anytime, anywhere. It's literally like being able to see that food. And with our daily bonus, you could win up to $500 Saturday, but win hundreds of dollars.
In our daily bonus.
New customers get $100 in kiss play, including 50 free spins. Download the Poker Stars Casino app and sign up today. Only from Xfinity.
The sandwich makers have recognized their reviews and become new to the system of decade. And it's chocolate drink. And if we're saying that's not a sandwich, then what about now? So good. It's so good. Definitely.
Down since day one. Here come the Usos with Solo Sikoa, representing the Bloodline here at Backlash. 6-man tag to begin shortly.
There are so many questions regarding Solo and his relationship with his brother, his relationship with the tribal chief. What exactly was the task that Solo was given 2 weeks back for fighting in SmackDown? We never found out. So tonight's opening will prove a lot about where the bloodline stands. Well, Roman Reigns saying, remember that contract and he said basically that tonight's tonight, and I correct this tonight when I made, but we're going to have to so to go out there to maybe fix some issues in the family. Hopefully we get some closure tonight, some opportunity for other
Down 6. Day one, bitch. Down 6. Day one, bitch. Bro, here comes Matt Riddle. Yeah, they go to all these damn universities for Raws and SmackDowns here in the States, but they haven't been to Penn State since 2007. What the hell's up with that, WWE? I mean, yeah, I get you roll into Happy Valley, for a house show every once in a while, but come on, man. Here's a prize fighter, Kevin Owens. He's one half of the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions with his best friend, the former honorary Sami Zayn. Oh, let's go. This could go either way. Like I said earlier, it's basically Raw versus SmackDown. This is going to end what has been going on, with Sami Zayn, the Bloodline, and the tag team picture from WrestleMania till the rematch to now. All the Bloodlines on SmackDown, and then Sammy KO, bro, they're all on Raw. So, at the same point in time, though, Owens and Zayn are your undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, so they're going to appear on both Raw and SmackDown. But that's what I said last week. Owens just had that weird look. Like, why do I have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship title belt when we're on Raw? I get we're undisputed Tag Team Champions, but I don't need this. So I think they're going to split those titles eventually. It just a matter of when. And then we'll go back to Raw and SmackDown have their own tag team champs. But tonight, 6-man tag. They do like having these 6-man tags, or at least tag team matches, at like the first or second pay-per-view after WrestleMania. 1,000 days for Roman Reigns coming up shortly, says Michael Cole. It is on the very day of Night of Champions, May the 27th. Ole, 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 ole. But, yeah, this could go either way. I mean, I would have to think Sammy KO, bro, are going to win, though. Demise. Bloodline crumbling. Reigns pissed off that they lost this match then too. The implosion of the Bloodline, they say. Uso chant now from the crowd. Hashtag WWE Backlash, still trending number 1. What are they chanting? Oh, that's right. My shit now, not yours. So Jay's going to start out here against Sammy, and we're underway.
This is Jay Uso starting things off with Sami Zayn. So much is debated the relationship between these two men.
Nice shoulder tackle there by Jay. Throw them up. We the ones. We the ones. Acknowledge Roman Reigns. Acknowledge the Bloodline. Uso chant from the crowd. So they're hot for Sammy KO, bro, during the entrances, but they're hot for the Bloodline during the match. Jay and Sammy gonna lock up again. So this will get some time here. I mean, it's 6-man tag, for God's sakes. And then still got Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes to follow. Jay gonna tag in Jimmy, it looks like. Jimmy Uso gonna be legal against Sami Zayn. Sammy and KO talking it over. Looks like Owens gonna tag in. Yeah. We'll have Kevin Owens against Jimmy Uso now. Yep, here we go. Owens and Uso. Owens goes right after him. Couple kicks now to the corner. Tells the rest of the bloodline to suck it. And off the ropes. A shoulder tackle there by Owens, senton. Tag made. Here comes the original bro, Matt Riddle. Sky high over the top rope. From corner to corner, working Jimmy Uso. Kick to the gut. Riddle gonna tag back in Sami Zayn, so that was quick. So they're gonna work, hey, legal, tag, and then just rotate in the corner. Not necessarily a quick work about it, but Sami now off the top rope with an elbow. Looks like Jimmy's either going to tag back in Jay, but he's going to tag in Solo here. Yeah. Solo's got that look. Like, Solo just tags himself in because Jimmy didn't want to tag him in. As they were talking it over, but Solo tags in, so here we go. Solo and Sammy lock up. Yeah, Solo, he's got a lot of work on international shows because that's when he first debuted up on the main roster, as Michael Cole mentioned. But a lot of their pay-per-views have been, overseas recently and still to come. Well, will be the States. Solo's a wild card in the bloodline situation. No, he's the one with the most to gain other than Reigns. He is. He's going to be so over when this is all said and done. I saw somebody say that it piss people off, which it would be funny. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Now, since Raw and SmackDown superstars, can compete in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, Solo's in it. And then he, technically is in the final then for SmackDown, wins it. Reigns retains, is 1,000 days as champ. But then Solo just hands over the world title to Roman Reigns then too. And then he also has that. And then people will bitch. I'm like, yeah, I see that happening. But at the same point in time, no, because they want to do that. Because then they'd have to add a new one, because it's like, well, how are you going to get it off of them? Well, you don't. You can't. You got to do something else now. That talk about, like, deep fantasy booking, that's right up that alley. But that's just to fuck with people, too. That's piss people off. But do you think they actually read, stuff online? No, because they're going to do what they want. And that's the thing. Like, social media is not real life, folks. If you don't know that, or just realize that, or still can't realize that, well, that's your problem, not mine. Solo beating up Sammy. Tag made. Jimmy coming back in. So they'll snap the legs. Cover. Kick out at 2. Headlock. Owens and Riddle going to try to tag in here, get Sammy a breath, but not going to happen because Jimmy Uso super kicks Matt Riddle away. Owens then sort of backs off and then gets back in, but Sammy's starting to fight his way back now, clothesline off the ropes. Now he might tag in either Owens or Riddle. Looks like KO. As Jimmy's going to tag in Jay, just barely. They fucking botched the tag, for God's sake. Come on. So Jay pulls down Owens from behind, so Sammy still can't tag in. Or tag out, excuse me. Owens back first off of the steel steps. That had to fucking hurt. Especially if your back of your head hit, you know, just right on the corner of the step. As it looked like it did. So Riddle's back in the ring, but he's not legal. Sammy still is. Into the corner, getting beat up by the Bloodline. No Roman Reigns tonight. He returns next week. Samoan drop from Jay to Sammy. Cover 1. No, they're not counting. That's a fucking pin. Count it. Come on. They're saying his shoulders weren't down the whole way, so they didn't even do anything there after that. Come on. Uso chant from the crowd. I mean, that's, I guess, good officiating. They didn't have to go to replay for that. Their tag made. Here comes Solo. So a couple punches that got on Sammy. Solo's the street champ. Sammy's starting to fight back though against him. And then a DDT. Yep. He's got to tag in Riddle here. Solo tags in Jimmy. Sammy tags in Matt Riddle. So Riddle taking out the Usos with some kicks and punches. There's a Pele. Kip up. Suplex. Or a knee to the face. And a Riddle from corner to corner on the Usos here. Yeah. Nice. Senton as well. Double senton then on top of it. What's up, big dog? Not Roman Reigns, but the big dog joins in watching Backlash. And then off the ropes. It wasn't a moonsault. Sort of a corkscrew. See here, off the middle rope. Yeah, all right. Wasn't a firm deletion by any means, but kick out at 2. Gonna show another replay of that. Oh wow, that was back in the ring after that, and then the super kick, and then the cover 1-2. Okay. How you doing, buddy? Who is that? Jimmy Uso? Yeah, Jimmy up top. Riddle runs up with him, and off the top rope, they both go back first. Riddle gonna try to tag in somebody, but there's nobody fucking there. Owens trying to get back to his feet. He hasn't been seen since he got thrown into those steel steps a little while ago. Tag made, Owens legal. Yeah, Owens off the top rope. All right, Swanton Bomb. 1, 2, kick out. They're working heavy the replays tonight, man. Good God. Owens, kick to the gut, stunner, no. Super kick, nope. Super kick, yes, in favor of Owens. Off the ropes, tag made, so Jay's legal now. And then Jimmy accidentally just super kicked Jay. And then Owens super kicked Jimmy, super kick Solo. Jay is legal, that's right. Pop-up powerbomb from Owens, cover 1, 2. He kicks out, match continues. They're teasing on a go home here. They are. They got to get a good sequence, in the run up, lead up to run with that, I should say, yes. Which that's sort of a start to it. But then, as they've done recently, yeah, Owens pop up powerbomb. Owens, stunner. Riddle flipping off the top rope for the finish for the most part. But in the middle of all that, of course, you'll have a blue thunder bomb and a luba kick there by Sammy. As Owens off the top rope, I believe the Usos got their knees up, if I'm mistaken. So, yeah, another replay. Thank you. Yeah. That's exactly what happened, so. Aerial shot. They're going to drone in. No? Boos and yays now back and forth. Owens and Jey Uso. I don't know where Jimmy's at. Owens now. All right, they pick it up. Went for a kick and went for a stunner, but it's a little off with it. Super kick. Where's Solo at, too? That's the other thing. Now they're just super kicking each other back and forth. Nice big clothesline from hell from Kevin Owens. Yeah, everybody's down now. So now once they get back up here, they'll probably go home here. Have a double tag, hot tag, if you will. Yeah, there's Sammy. There's Jimmy, excuse me. Jay's fighting Owens right now. Storytelling, it's the chemistry, it's the psychology. Yeah, double tag with the hot tag here, Sammy and Jay. There's the blue thunder bomb cover. 1, 2, kick out. Sammy now going to go up top. Yes. Jimmy to follow. Jay getting to his feet in the corner. Where the hell Solo at, man? No tag made, so Jay's legal. So the Usos going to take out Sammy here. Riddle's just fucking sitting there on the barricade. Trying to hide. That's what Solo's doing right now. I don't know where the hell Solo's at. He's laying there somewhere. I can't see him. Nobody can. But he is also on the hard cam side. If he's up against barricade, you're not going to see him. Sammy dives off the top rope, but gets double super kicked by the Usos. Cover. 1, 2, and kick out. Just barely. What do we got next? Well, should have guessed that. Another replay. Who would have thought? Jesus Christ, Kevin Dunn. Replay, replay, replay. Every 5 seconds. Jey Uso telling Sammy, hey man, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of your shit. It's your fault, not mine. It's your fault the way the bloodline's, gone. Ref trying to hold Jay back, but he doesn't give a shit. I'll get DQ'd, he says. Throws the t-shirt into Sammy. Riddle's fucking sitting there on the floor, sort of in the background, though. He's laughing his fucking ass off. Anybody else catch that? And then throw him up. We the ones. Ooh, so. There's Solo. He's going to tag in and piss off Jay. And so this is more tension in the bloodline. Yeah, so I'm telling you, Solo's the right-hand man to Roman Reigns, not Jey Uso. Jimmy's nobody's bitch, yes. But another tag made, so Jay's back legal. So they're going to have at it before too long. But Solo's the one, as I've told you before, I think, other than Roman Reigns, to benefit the most of the bloodline. Long term, to get over, it's going to be Solo Sikoa. Haluba kick, Jay moved out of the way, so Sammy kicks Solo. And then into the corner, Sammy gets Jay down and out. Now tells him to get up well. Here's a Haluba kick to him then, too. All right, cover. 1, 2, and then Solo breaks it up. Match continues. So, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, but they're blood, and then, as much as you fight, you still love each other at the end of the day. A couple of Haluba kicks there. Cover, and then he seemingly wasn't going to kick out, so Solo broke it up. Riddle's still fucking sitting there, ain't he? They should be going home here before too long, I think. Actually, Solo's going to go after Jay. Riddle's going to get in between them, though. Kick Solo. Here comes Jimmy from behind. Grabbing Riddle, throwing him out of the ring. Owens in the ring. Stunner. And then Owens gets super kicked by Solo. And then also gets spiked. And then, Solo's going to spike Jay, but held back. Jay's like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, there's more tension in the bloodline, and right now it's going to be with Solo and Jey Uso. And then this very well could lead to Jay leaving. Roll up in the ring, 1, 2, kick out by Sammy. Super kick to Sammy. Or at least a rematch that they had, talk about Night of Champions, back to Clash of Champions 2020. Roman Reigns' first title defense, as Universal Champion. And then Hell in a Cell then, too, I might add that fall. It was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, his right-hand man. And then the bloodline started to form. Remember, Jimmy was injured. Even though Heyman was by, Reigns' side, there's a bro Derek, and then Riddle gets spiked by Solo. Cover, 1, 2, 3, and Solo pins, and defeats Matt Riddle, Sammy KO, bro. And, okay, Bloodline wins. I didn't think they'd win this, but they do. There's still tension, though, coming out of it victorious. All right. Honestly, you probably should have saw this coming too, but Solo pins Matt Riddle. So they end that then, I guess, too. All right. Because that's why Riddle was sort of in this 6-man anyway. When we thought it was going to be for a 6-man tag at Backlash coming out of WrestleMania, the Bloodline would have been Roman Reigns and the Usos, or Solo and the Usos as it was, but then up against Sami KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, but then also Cody Rhodes. But then they do Brock and Cody tonight rather than holding off on it. Because then Brock's a free agent. Regardless of what happens tonight, Brock's probably going to, be gone for a little while. He could stick around for all we know. Who knows? Like I said last week, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd have him win the world title either. We're going to get more into that here in a minute once Backlash wraps up here. But yeah, Riddle was in this because of... They wrote off Riddle with Solo injuring him late last year, but really why Riddle was gone because he went to fucking rehab. And then he came back, right after WrestleMania. So, tying up some loose ends and, capping it off. And technically, SmackDown beats Raw there. And the Bloodline beat Sami KO, bro. And then, Owens and Zayn, they're fine. They don't take the pin. Riddle does. He'll be fine, too, anyway. Nobody's going to fucking remember. Even though people will. But the Bloodline with the win. And up next now... your main event of the evening. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes here at Backlash. So we'll see what happens and we'll go from there. Because we got Night of Champions coming up in about 3 weeks. Then after that, Money in the Bank. And then after that, SummerSlam. So get ready. WWE's got 3 good shows coming up. So does AEW. Double or Nothing is also Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be the day after the night after Night of Champions, May the 28th. They'll have Forbidden Door at the end of June. And then, of course, All In is late August. And then All Out's going to be a week later, it looks like. So, there is wrestling on every night of the week. There still will be. But then talk about big shows. There's a lot of big shows coming up. So we'll see how all that, of course, in the long run, how they all turn out. But in the meantime, just... as always, thanks for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. And main event next. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. Got, 15, 20 minutes to the top of the hour for a 3-hour show. So, maybe a 10-minute match, if that. Because, of course, the entrances are going to be with the entrance, or the intro, excuse me, top of the entrance. Going to be, maybe a 10-minute match. Maybe a 10-minute match. We'll see. Here's a video package for Lesnar and Rhodes. Of course, Brock beat Omos. Cody came up just short against Roman Reigns. And then the next night on the Raw after Mania, well, we're going to have a tag team match. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes taking on Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Before the match even started, Brock turned on Cody. And then, hence, why we have this match now tonight. Cody saying it's a must win. Brock's just putting Cody over in the long run. They use Brock to get Roman over. They're using Brock to get Cody over now. Cody's eventually going to finish the story. When that is, though, who knows? Okay. But this could go either way, too. They could have Brock win to fucking just put Cody down, piss people off. All hope is lost. And then he just magically somehow goes on this run then. And then he finishes the story then, or something like that. But win or lose, like I had said for Cody at WrestleMania, win or lose once again here tonight. He's already over as it is, but he's going to be over even more afterwards. Okay? That's the thing, just in life in general, but for wrestling fans to understand. Talking about Cody wanting to, in quotes, finish the story. Win the WWE Championship. Something his dad never did, something he's still not done. That wanting, needing, and then getting what you get, all three are totally different, okay? So, Cody's going to fight Brock Lesnar. This is going to end, not necessarily in a shitty way, but a screwy way. DQ of some sort, I'd have to think. We're, as we always do, going to come out of this show, but come out of this match talking about something I would have to think that's going to happen with the ending. It's, well, that cliffhanger moving forward to Raw and SmackDown next week, but then to the next show and so on and so forth. Okay? Storytelling. Finish the story. There's more than fucking one chapter to a book unless it's a picture book, with, a couple sentences. So wrestling has more than one royal family. Here comes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He was on SmackDown last night, but that was only really because, same city same arena for Backlash as they're in Puerto Rico this weekend. So he's still in the main event. He's still winning, win or lose. He's still going over, okay? You might not see that now, but you look back on it later and get through all this, he still wins. Win or lose, it's a win-win. So they'll sing along to his song. He'll get some pyro. But we're right about 10 till after the video package, about through with Cody's entrance here. So the bell rings, they're giving the intro. And Brock will come out next. So I was going to say over under 10 minutes here. But we'll probably be either right at that or probably a little less. If they are going to, as of the B, say Monday Night Raw, end it right at 11. I mean, they're on fucking their own network on Peacock, though. They can run as long as they want. But The show's gonna be over here shortly in general. Um, whoa. So yeah, leave it at that. Um, I'm not gonna be surprised if Brock wins. I'm not. But I mean, you'd have to think Cody's gonna win, right? Well, right, but probably wrong. Because I just have a feeling Brock's gonna fucking win. But technically, as I was saying, like a screwy finish, Cody wins by like DQ because Brock hits him with a low blow, or like Cody passes out. He's not gonna tap out, but the ref stoppage, like the ref stops the match of some sorts, because he's unconscious and shit like that. Yeah. So we'll see what officially happens here. But Cody's in the ring, ready to go. Former one-time Penn State wrestling commit. Gonna kiss the mat. Of course, he's the grandson of a plumber and the son of the American Dream, the American Nightmare. Here comes the beast, Brock Lesnar. I think they might be piping in some boos for Brock. I don't know if Brock would be getting this booed, this heavily booed right now. Maybe he is though. I don't know. Dom's heel heat is real though. Talk about over as a heel. Talk about heel heat. Yeah. Look, Prison Dom Mysterio. Brock making his entrance. He's gonna get pyro too. And the Beast is about to go one-on-one with the American Nightmare. So we'll see if Cody's going to Suplex City or if Brock's going to have a nightmare or two tonight. Yeah, Brock Lesnar, in quotes, a free agent, can be on Raw or SmackDown. It's just so when he leaves and when he comes back, they can put him wherever the hell they want to. Have him work with whoever they're going to have him work with. So Brock making his entrance here. Hell, I was saying maybe 10-minute match, maybe a 5-minute match if they go right at 11. Yeah, definitely under if you take the odds on that. So Cody's replaced Brock as the man in WWE. I don't know about that. Cody's up there, yeah, but Cody attacks Brock. Bell still is yet to ring. Yeah, match ain't even underway. So hell, we might not even have a match. They might just have them fucking beat up each other, and then that's that. And then they continue it. You can have a sequel. Finish this story. Yeah, Bell hasn't even run, so they're gonna do all this before Cody with the steel steps taking out Brock. Third shot from Cody Rhodes with the steel steps to Brock Lesnar ringside. Brock was making his entrance around the ring, and then Cody took him out in front of the announce table. Cody Rhodes now the steel chair, beating up Brock Lesnar. I mean, they could have just Cody with no match here, just right off Brock with an attack, and then he sort of gets last lap. Then there's no match, and then it's like, well, it doesn't matter at that point anyway. They're both in the ring though, so ref gonna grab the steel chair, bell rings, but then Cody goes after Brock into the corner. Okay, so we do have a match here, about 5 till. Cody gets driven into the corner, and then old school with the punch. Off the ropes goes Rhodes. There's a kick to the face. And second time. And then Cody going a little Stardust on him with the ha. And then third time's a charm, but no Cody cutter. Brock catches him in midair and suplexes his ass. All right. Yep. That's number 1 on the suplex. So Cody somehow got ringside after all that. And then drives Brock down face first on the ropes. And now punching and kicking him on the ring apron. Cody gonna go up top. Cody Rhodes off the top rope. Crossbody gets caught by Lesnar. Brock gonna throw him back. Yep. There's a replay. Suplex City chant from the crowd. And now Brock, another suplex to Cody Rhodes. Just throwing him around like he's a rag doll. One more time chant from the crowd. And I think he might try to suplex him a little bit more. One more time. Brock, another suplex incoming here. Yep. So that's like, what, 3, maybe 4? I've lost count already. Ref checking in on Cody, making sure he's okay. And now Brock kicking Cody in. But Cody saying, bring it. Suplex City chant followed by a clap. So Brock standing over Cody here. And another suplex from Brock Lesnar to Cody Rhodes. Might be seeing the American Nightmare unraveled before our very eyes, says Corey Graves. Yeah, the American Nightmare might be the nightmare for Cody. There's suplex, vertical suplex from Brock Lesnar to Cody. You don't really see too many of those from Brock. It's always the belly to belly. There's another vertical suplex. Of course, both have amateur wrestling backgrounds. Brock wrestled at Minnesota. Cody was going to wrestle at Penn State, but then got into pro wrestling, and the rest is history there. And another suplex. Cody, in the meantime, ripped the top turnbuckle off, and then as he got suplexed, chucked it into the crowd. So somebody got a free souvenir. But then I guess the production team for WWE wanted it back, so they had to give it back. So they were chanting something at the WWE officials. Brock, more suplexes to Cody, but Cody's going to try to fight out of this one. We've hit 11 o'clock in the meantime. So Cody with a couple elbows to the left side of Brock's head, but then another suplex. Call that 8. How about 10? P.S. I changed my mind. Kiss my ass. Pals. Another suplex from Lesnar Rhodes. Let's go Cody chant now from the crowd. Brock driving Cody into the corner.
puts his heart and soul in the ring each and
Crowd's just loving it. You know, it's their first show in forever. Yeah, I can understand that, you know. They're rooting for everybody. Well, top turnbuckle exposed. Cody moves. Brock goes face first. And Brock's busted open. Yeah, Brock cut right between the eyes, the unibrow. And Cody now with a cutter. Brock's really fucking bleeding. Surprised the ref hasn't put his fucking gloves on yet. And Cody's inside of his elbow's bloody because it has Lesnar's blood on it. Because Brock's cut open there from the exposed turnbuckle. There's a kick off the ropes from Rhodes. And then Brock just going to get his face beat in now. So there's a knee from Cody. And Cody wiping Brock's blood all over his body. You ready? Let's go. Cody cut her off the ropes. Yep. And now, Crossroads. Or is Brock going to suplex? Or is Cody going to suplex Brock? In the meantime, Crossroads number 1. Crossroads number 2 to Lesnar. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Brock. Oh, shit. Well, we still got to get the bionic elbow in here. We probably still got to get a screwy finish, I would have to think, if Lesnar's going to win. Yeah, Brock didn't blade. It was the exposed turnbuckle. But, I mean, this is nothing new for a Rhodes match to have blood in it. Whether it be Dusty, whether it be Gold Dust, whether it be Cody. Cody telling Brock to get to his feet. Yeah, is Cody going to suplex Brock? Or is he going to hit him on the crossroads here? Yeah, another crossroads. Well, here's an F5. Brock with an F5. Yep, Lesnar with an F5 to Rhodes. Cover. 1, 2, and then Cody kicks out. Okay. Cody, go back and watch that replay. Watch your eyes next time. They're going to show it on the replay right now, but watch Cody's eyes. Well, they did it from a different angle. Go back and watch it live time from that side, from the hard cam. He was trying to, get the count right with kicking out. Now they're both on their knees and going to throw haymakers. So they're giving this time. They are. I mean, this is a 10-minute match now. And we had shit happen, before, during this match. And we'll see what happens after. But Brock's face all bloody. I'm sure that'll be a meme. And he has Rhodes in an armbar here. Going to break his arm potentially. Yeah, Cody doesn't want to tear his right pec and then break his left arm. 1, 2, 3. So Cody rolled up Brock as he had Cody in a fucking submission, and Cody Rhodes beats Brock Lesnar like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Brock's going to be pissed. Brock's like, what the hell just happened? That's not a bad finish. That's not. People are going to be happy Cody won. For sure. I can guarantee you that. Now, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins for the world title all summer. Yeah. As they're giving the main event now a different sponsor. They've been talking about this for a little while. Not necessarily have the mat sponsored by so-and-so, but, put the graphic up and do it that way. So, yeah, Brock was all bloody. Brock had him in an armbar. Brock's got a towel now, wiping his face off. Cody as Brock wipes his face, closing credits, Cody walks off. And then Brock in the ring to the ref, hey, 1-2, and then staring down the ref. So Cody's music is playing, but Brock's in the ring pissed. Closing credits hit, but they're still there. They didn't fade to black yet. But now that seems like it's going to do it. Michael Cole saying goodnight from Puerto Rico. Now they're going to run with the recap video package with everything that happened tonight. And your full results now of WWE Backlash. Bianca Belair, still your Raw Women's Champion, even though she's on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley, still your SmackDown Women's Champion, even though she's on Raw. Austin Theory, your United States Champion. Seth frickin' Rollins defeated Omos. We had the Bloodline defeat Sammy K.O. Bad Bunny victorious in the street fight against Damian Priest. And Cody Rhodes, after busting open Brock Lesnar. Lesnar had him an armbar, key to clutch, but then Cody rolled him up. Ref counted 1, 2, 3, and the American Nightmare victorious, and then runs off. So Brock couldn't attack him or anything like that. So Brock's sitting there like, what the hell just happened? And they cut, and here's the recap video package, and that's Backlash. So a little over 3-hour show. Got Night of Champions coming up in 3 weeks. All titles are going to be defended. So we'll see what they do with the tag team titles. Of course, because Owens and Zayn aren't going to be going to Saudi Arabia. And rightfully so. Don't blame them one bit. But following the WWE draft now and coming out of Backlash, Night of Champions coming up. All titles must be defended. They switched up the mid-card titles in the draft. They're going to have to change hands with the women's titles, with the women's champions then as this champion or that champion, but then on the opposite brand. The tag titles, I think they're going to split those in due time. So we still could have, I guess, a tag team championship match at Night of Champions be for the SmackDown tag team titles. Because then Owens and Zayn are on Raw. We'll see what they do. But the big thing right now is the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. That's going to be beginning next week on Raw and SmackDown with 2 triple threat matches, and then the winners, and this is each night, of those 2 triple threat matches will then face off in the main event, and then whoever wins that main event match on both Raw and SmackDown will face in the finals at Night of Champions for the World Heavyweight Championship. In alphabetical order as we did last week, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is definitely going to be in this tournament. And he's going to be a heavy favorite along with Mr. Nickname, the Architect, a revolutionary, Seth frickin' Rollins, as that does it for Backlash. So thank you for tuning in and listening this evening. So the 6, that's the thing. The world title is going to be a exclusive title to Raw, but they're going to have SmackDown Superstars, challenge for it. Like, what the hell? It's just for right now. But then if they'd have, say, somebody from SmackDown win it, well, then they'd have to be on Raw. That's what I said. I think Edge out of anybody makes the most sense there, but we'll see if they do. Because I thought with the draft, they, number-wise, pretty level playing field. They evened it up, pretty good with the singles competitors, the tag teams, the stables as well. But we'll just go alphabetical order here. And we'll see a number that we get. Hopefully it's 12. Hopefully it's 6 from Raw and 6 from SmackDown. But here's who I think is going to be in this World Heavyweight Championship tournament and who's going to be potentially winning big gold in 3 weeks' time at Night of Champions. We'll go Cody Rhodes. We'll go one of three, if not all, of Judgment Day, but probably Finn Balor of anybody, followed by Dominic Mysterio. Dom, I think, is a good pick potentially for Money in the Bank this year. As is Eli Drake, LA Knight. Cody doesn't need Money in the Bank. The story's already there. They might have him win it, though. Yeah, let's talk about Money in the Bank real quick. Just looking ahead. Because then that sort of, could cancel them out for the world title. Make it a little easier. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio. Who else did I say last week? Well, I've been saying Matt Riddle for the past couple years for Money in the Bank. But I think that time might have come and gone. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Nakamura, potentially. They could have Rollins win it again. Cody's been there in that Money in the Bank picture before. Go back to throwing the briefcase in the river with the Sandow back a good decade or so ago, if not longer than that. But for the most part, that's pretty much everybody on Raw that could win it. I did say I think whoever does win it in Money in the Bank should come from Raw. Just because then for the world title, give that a good, I don't even know what you want to call it, just, a side option. Because, damn well, whoever wins it from SmackDown, if they'd cash in on Roman Reigns, are going to lose. Now, somebody from SmackDown could win, but then they cash in on the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw. Yeah, you can do that. This is for Money in the Bank still. Of course, Austin Theory won it last year. Bobby Lashley probably going to challenge Roman Reigns at Night of Champions, I'd have to think. You have Edge one last run with world title or the Money in the Bank briefcase. Karrion Kross, interesting choice. Just with the sand timer, and then having Scarlett by his side. Yeah, there's LA Knight for sure. You could have somebody in the bloodline win Money in the Bank. Whether it be Jimmy, Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa. Are they going to cash in on Roman Reigns? Do they have the balls to cash in on Roman Reigns? Or are they going to, go cash in on the world title, and that title is in the bloodline then too? Or is Solo going to win the world title and then just fucking hand it over to Roman Reigns? Or is Roman Reigns just going to win the world title by himself, let alone, also then win Money in the Bank, and then everything goes through the bloodline still in the WWE? Highly doubt it, but you get my point. So those would be options for Money in the Bank. Long story short, for this World Heavyweight Championship tournament, in alphabetical order, Cody Rhodes, we'll say Finn Balor, we'll say Seth frickin' Rollins, we'll say Shinsuke Nakamura. For sure. Those are 4 givens. So there's another 2 from Raw to add. I doubt it would be, Owens or Zayn, because they're, part of the tag team champs. You could have Miz in that. You could have Riddle in that. Who else is there? You could have Johnny Wrestling in that as well, Gargano. I've said for Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion. Bronson Reed makes sense for him, I think. as does Finn. And then if they'd want to, have a little tension with the Judgment Day, then too, there's that. I think Dom makes a lot of sense for Money in the Bank, just with the heel heat he has, and then him and his dad going at it still, yeah. And then, like I was saying earlier, I saw somebody say that, JD McDonough, Jordan Devlin makes sense for the Judgment Day. Yeah, I think he makes sense for Gunther too. So there's that. Of course, you still have Drew McIntyre, sitting there. He could be in this World Heavyweight Championship tournament. So add his name to the fold. I think that, gets us the number we were, sort of looking at. Plus a couple, for sure. There's always going to be somebody left out, though, for sure. And then on the SmackDown side of things, that's what, coming out of the draft, we didn't even know what the tournament looked like. Hell, we still don't know what the tournament looks like. But Triple H stated that, hey, it's going to be 2 triple threat matches on Raw and SmackDown. And then the winners of both of those triple threat matches will then face off later on in the night in the main event. And then those 2 winners then will face in the finals of Night of Champions for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, like I was saying earlier too, probably should play it out over a couple weeks, just not, over a night or two for Raw and SmackDown next week. Like, you got 3 weeks to build, so take your time. You got AJ Styles, Edge, Karrion Kross. Yeah, LA Knight, people are going to say. I think he's perfect for Austin Theory right now. If they'd want to continue to push Theory, LA Knight, I think, is more over than Theory is, just babyface. Theory's a heel. But LA Knight makes sense for the U.S. title. And then you could push Theory towards, something bigger. Grimes is going to be working Corbin here right off the bat. Of course, don't know what's up with Bray. Lashley, I think, is going to go after Reigns at Night of Champions anyway. But that's 1,000 days. Reigns going to win. He ain't losing anytime soon anyway. Sheamus probably going to be in this world title tournament, I'd have to think. Former World Heavyweight Champion. Solo might be in it. There's tension in the bloodline, even coming out of victorious here tonight. Backlash and 6-man tag. So, does that give us a good number, maybe? Maybe right about there. But just long term overall, yeah, be Raw versus SmackDown at Night of Champions for the world title. Because you'll have the 2 finalists. But then whoever's going to win it, unless it's somebody from SmackDown, and then they go to Raw, it's going to be somebody from Raw, of course. That leaves Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. People are going to complain, even after Cody just won, well, this is a fucking consolation prize now because he couldn't beat Reigns, but he's World Heavyweight Champion. All summer, though, they need to revisit Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins from last year for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's your feud. That is your first world title feud. At least the match at SummerSlam should be that. Not unless, with Money in the Bank beforehand, well, this person or that person wins it, and, well, we're going to cash, because you can cash in Money in the Bank anytime, anywhere on whoever, And that's what the thing is, with Reigns as the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, they could still split those. They could. Doubt they will. They could, but then whoever wins Money in the Bank could cash in on Reigns just for the WWE Championship. And then you have the big gold coming back, World Heavyweight title. And then you have 3 titles. But then that's a little too much, Which, they would have, if they would have split the titles off of Reigns, they would have done it by now. Because they wouldn't be bringing back the World Heavyweight Championship. They would have just kept the WWE title and the Universal title. So, overall, though, long term, yeah, it's Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then you have challengers, no doubt about it, on both Raw and SmackDown. For the main champs. Whoever wins big gold on Raw, and then for Roman Reigns. But then, you're gonna have tension in the bloodline continue, but then I think your world title feud on Monday Night Raw needs to be Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and then you'll have pieces here and there. So I think that about does it because we recapped the draft earlier. We just recapped Backlash. Good show as always. Could have been better. Night of Champions coming up in 3 weeks. So we'll see how that card looks. Then be sure to tune in then as well for live watch along reactions. Go check out recent videos. Keep an eye out for upcoming videos. And thanks for tuning in once again tonight and listening. So in the meantime, that'll do it for myself, your host of Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96 live right here on YouTube. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of WWE Backlash this evening. And like I said, keep an eye out for upcoming videos, and I'll see everybody soon. Memorial Day weekend. It'll be WWE Night of Champions and AEW Double or Nothing. And then we'll get into the dog days of summer. Of course, following then, Forbidden Door, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, All In, All Out. Saying earlier, there's a lot of, there's a lot of wrestling on to begin with, but there's a lot more wrestling coming up, but a lot more big shows coming up in a 3-4 month span, which normally they're spaced out, and they still are, but then just overlap. Hope to see everybody then. So in the meantime, once again, that'll do it. So thanks for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Backlash as Bad Bunny defeats Damian Priest in the street fight they had. And then, it still was, I guess, a screwy finish. Had a submission locked in, but then a quick roll-up, 1, 2, 3, and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes defeats the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. So, WWE Backlash in the books, and now we're about to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. So let me know in the comments below who you think's going to win the new world title. I might add as well. So, thanks for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the